Hello everyone, this is the introduction video to my new Unity video tutorial series. And in this series, I am going to talk about Unity GUI. Unity GUI system is a relatively new addition to the Unity game engine, but it has proved to be one of its best features. The drag and drop nature of the GUI elements in this system has made it very easy to use. However, it is highly customizable and extensible. The underlying code of this GUI system is open source, so you can have a look at it, modify it, and change it to your needs. So with a very few modifications, you can extend the Unity GUI system to make special GUIs for your VR games and even for your AR games. These features make Unity GUI system highly desirable if you are a single programmer working on a project and you want to quickly add functional GUI elements in your game. And even if you are a big studio and want highly specialized or beautiful GUI system for your games. Before diving directly into the Unity GUI system, I want to talk a little bit about GUI in general. So GUI or graphical user interface is a window between your game and your player. GUI covers things like the information that you show to your player on the screen, for example, his health, his status, or his ammo. And in the case of mobile games, GUI also covers controls like buttons or sliders that the player uses to interact with your game. User interface is a very critical component in any game experience, and it has the power to either make or break a game. But often it is overlooked during the game design process, and the developers wait for the last minute to either make or fix the GUI of their game. So you should always remember that a good design GUI can drastically change the gameplay experience for your players. Now let's look at the four major categories of GUI that are used in games. They are non-diegetic, diegetic, spatial, and meta. The word diegetic comes from movies where it is used to represent sound. So a diegetic sound would mean a sound that belongs in the scene that is currently being shown in the movie. So imagine a stadium full of people and a football match is going on. So the sound of crowd cheering in that stadium would be a diegetic sound because it belongs in the scene. And now imagine it is the last minute of that football match and the director has added a thrilling background music for effects. That background music doesn't belong in the scene. It is not actually being played in the stadium, but it is just for you. So that would be a non-diegetic sound. In games, non-diegetic is the most prevalent and traditional form of GUI which has been used throughout the years. It is often called HUD or heads up display, and it is used to show information like your score or how many lives that are left. So coming to an example of non-diegetic GUI, here you see in the game Temple Run your score is shown in the screen space, which is where usually the non-diegetic GUI is drawn in your screen space, and this number that your score doesn't belong in the scene. I mean, you can use this score for any other game. You can use the same score for Flappy Birds. That number doesn't belong in the fictional world of a guy running in a temple. So this is an example of non-diegetic GUI. The same you can see over here in the Clash of Clans. So these uh, troops that you select using these buttons is an example of non-diegetic GUI. And one thing to note here is that it is also showing you the information. It is acting as a HUD, and it also acts as a button, as an interaction layer between the player and your game. A good example of diegetic GUI would be the game Dead Space, where the health of the player, instead of showing it as a HUD or a number on your screen, they show it as a part of the suit of the player. So these four uh, color bars on the armor actually represents your health or other data related to your player. So you don't have to rely on a number. That information belongs in the scene. Another great example would be of the game Firewatch, where the direction is shown using a compass in the hands of the player, and the map, instead of being on the screen space, is actually a paper, as an actual map, that a map that belongs in that fictional world, which is used to convey information to the player. Non-diegetic GUI system, although more prevalent in games, is not well suited for VR or AR games. In those types of game, diegetic GUI is the way to go, and it greatly enhances the immersion of your player. The third category of GUI is the spatial GUI system. The spatial GUI system is a type of non-diegetic GUI system. However, it is placed inside the scene in the 3D space. So in this example from Team Fortress game, this pop-up of healing a player is like a non-diegetic pop-up, but it doesn't appear in your screen space. It will appear inside the 3D world, and if you move closer to it, it will appear larger, and it will respond to where you are located in the 3D space. So it is somewhere between a non-diegetic and a diegetic GUI system. The next example is a mixture of spatial and non-diegetic system. So here you have, this is the game, I guess, Total War, and here you have, for every unit there is a non-diegetic GUI, so you can directly click on this unit tab and select the unit. And these units also have a 3D spatial GUI where you can directly click on the unit or on their flag at the 3D location where the unit is in on the map, and then directly interact with the unit from there. So you have both the option of the spatial GUI and the non-diegetic GUI. The fourth and the last category of GUI system is the meta GUI system, which is very different from the diegetic, non-diegetic or spatial system, and you don't directly convey information to your player through a number or a pop-up on the screen, but you use it using different means. For example, in the games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, if you are hurt, they don't show you a health number which is red, but your whole screen is red, which represents that you are hurt and you should get to cover. So this is an alternative way to convey a message to the player without using the traditional uh, methods like showing him his health as a number.